Something old, something borrowed, something good. Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to Mazda MX-5, or as my American friends would call it, Mazda Miata. This is the first generation Model NA that has been manufactured between 1989 and 1997. This is 1991, which makes it the oldest car I have ever driven. This car has played a vital role in the history of sports cars, an icon, and I've been told this is in fact one of the greatest sports cars ever built. Neither the fastest, nor the most powerful one, nor the most expensive one, yet Under the bonnet we've got a 1.6-litre petrol engine which produces 114 horsepower. The power is being sent to the rear wheels, 5-speed manual gearbox. We are also feeling very slim today, only 960 kilograms. All of this might not sound particularly exciting, yet I feel very bloody excited because I feel I'm about to drive something very, very special. So when you look at my hair color and you look at this car, you probably think, oh dear, things are not going to go very well. Yet as soon as I hopped into this car, I realized how easy it is to drive it. And the very first thing you notice that you very quickly fall in love in the way this car drives, because it drives so good. It gives you so much joy. I mean, you cannot actually describe it. And if you really think about it, we only have 4 cylinders and 114 horsepower. It isn't a Speedy Gonzales, yet this car is so fun. I mean, I've never been into vintage cars, old cars. I thought, well, they are just old cars. I mean, they look pretty good, but what's so special about it? And everybody is fussing about it. Well, that is until I've sat in one of these. I've shifted my thinking 180 degrees and I am just over the bloody moon. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm about to say a couple of good things about this car, obviously.
But there's something you're trying to hide.
The handling in this car is superb. It loves this twisty, narrow mountain road. The way it behaves, the way it turns, you feel so confident. It's not a Speedy Gonzales kind of a car, but you don't have to slow down too much because you know that this car will handle all these curves. It was such a perfect choice of a road. I am just over the moon, quite frankly. The steering has got some weight to it. It's quite stiff, you know, old school, but it is sharp, it is precise. Now, I've driven cars that are a lot faster, that are a lot more powerful, yet they are so numb, so they should really reconsider the way they build cars, actually. So the gear change is actually super easy. This was one of the things I was really concerned about, you know, being such a master in terms of a manual gearbox, but it just feels so smooth, so precise. The gear falls into place just beautifully, and the clutch pedal is easy on your foot. I mean, it's really, I'm just amazed how easy it feels to drive this car, not to mention how good it feels. Yes, I know, I keep repeating myself because I just love it. So you probably notice my cameras are shaking a little bit because yes, it is bumpy, yes, it is noisy, especially when you hit the motorway. Oh boy, it's just so rattly, but it is not the point in this car. The ride quality is far from being perfect, yet you just don't think about it. Some people use this car as a daily, and yes, you can use it because it's quite reliable, you know, it's a nice ride, but I think it gets wasted in the city. I think it gets wasted on the motorway. You need to bring a car like this to the road like this. Curvy, mountain road, lake road, you name it, because this is really when you're going to get the biggest joy out of it. You know, you don't have any gimmicks here. I mean, I do have a Panasonic radio, which is a luxury, but I think, you know, we've been spoiled with modern cars and we have all these gimmicks. So it will probably get on your nerves sooner or later driving this car every day. Leave it for the weekend. You know, let it be like this sweet little cherry on the cake. I promise you, you won't regret it. So is it a great car because it's inexpensive and many can afford it? No, it's a great car because it's great in the way it drives. You know, many of us, including myself, I'm also guilty of this, claim that a certain car feels like a go-kart. Yes, that is until you've sat in one of these. Because this car is low, it is wide, and it truly feels like it is capable of just about everything. Let's floor it then, shall we? Get some juices out of this. You know, we've got 114 horsepower, but it does feel like a little go-kart, honestly. Yeah. And you can just move this bottom of yours like this. Oh, it is playful. It is very playful. And look at me, I can't stop smiling. Honestly, I just absolutely love it. Enough blabbering, this brings me to the end of this video. What are my final thoughts on Mazda MX-5 Mazda Miata from 1991? This car is a legend. This car is an icon, and I simply cannot get enough of it. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. A big thank you to Gabby and Giuseppe from Mazda Switzerland for lending me this car. Look at the cars they've got in their stock. Nice. As always, I look forward to your comments and your questions, and I wish you a wonderful day, whatever that you're doing, and I shall see you all very, very soon. Bye.